If you're looking at selling posters or interested in posters in any way, then it can be very confusing because there are so many different sizes available of different aspect ratios, and they're also more common in different countries and that kind of thing. So I'm going to talk you through the differences and how poster sizes kind of work. This here is a very useful guide, I would say, that I have created. So the most common type of posters that you will see in the UK mainly and Europe are A sizes. These are A5, A4, A3, A2, A1 and A0. There is also A6 as well, which is very, very tiny. These poster sizes all scale with each other. So A5 is 2 A4s, A4 is 2 A3s, A3 2 A2s, so on and so forth. This means that you can design an A3 poster and then it is ready to go for all of the A sizes. So once again, these are more common in England and Europe. They are seen in America, but slightly less so. What is most common in America are these inch ratios on the right hand side. So you've got your 2:3 ratio, which is 12 by 18, 16 by 24 and 24 by 36. I would argue that these are probably the most popular in America. You will see most sales for these kind of sizes. You then do also have your 3:4 ratio, which is also very, very popular. And again, these ratios all scale with each other. 18 by 24 is quite a big one. 12 by 16 is also quite popular, which converts to 30 by 40 centimeters, which I will get onto soon. And essentially, these are very popular in America. You will also see sales for these in Europe and England. But these are often referred to in centimeters in Europe and England, which I will explain in a second. And the other ratio, which is a bit wider and slightly shorter, is 8 by 10 and 16 by 20. So it's just important to be aware when you're dealing with posters that all of these ratios scale with each other. So again, you don't need to, say you get a sale for an 18 by 24 inch poster, you do not need to resize in the future if you then get a sale for 12 by 16 or for 6 by 8, because you've already done that and it will be the right aspect ratio for all of these other sizes. So that's something important to bear in mind. There are then other sizes that are their own aspect ratio. For example, 5 by 7, 28 by 40, 11 by 17 and 11 by 14. Small note here, actually, 5 by 7 and 20 by 28 do indeed actually scale with each other, because if you do the maths, times 5 by 4, 20, and 7 by 4, is 28. So those two do scale with each other, but they are their own individual ratio. Real quick, this guide and so much more is available completely for free on our Skool community. We do not charge for any of the knowledge, and there is 2 hours worth of video content all dedicated to selling posters on Etsy and succeeding with having a wall art business, either through creating designs yourself or by using AI. We go through absolutely everything you need to know, and we will also print and ship the posters for you. As PrintShrimp, we are a print-on-demand company, so we will do the printing of the posters for you. So if you've come across this video because you're looking into selling either digital products or physical products like posters, check us out at PrintShrimp. Check out all of these video resources. They're on our YouTube and on this Skool community, and it is a community, so you can ask questions and learn from each other, and it's very useful, so feel free to check us out. One other confusing thing about posters is that, like I said, the inch sizes are very popular in America and are their standard, but they are still sold in Europe and England. However, in Europe and England, these inch sizes are more commonly referred to in centimeters, and vice versa. In Europe, the popular centimeter sizes are referred to by inches in America. So this can be slightly confusing to get your head around, because say, for example, you are selling posters on Etsy, you may sometimes have your poster listed as 11 by 14 inches, and you will get a European country customer asking for 27 by 35 centimeters. So they do all convert to each other. These conversions are off by like millimeters. They're not an exact conversion, but this is industry standard. And what you will find happens with printing companies like PrintShrimp, to adhere to customers' needs, in Europe, these inch sizes will be printed as the centimeter equivalent, and in America, the centimeters will be printed as the inch equivalents. So it's just something to bear in mind very slightly for your designs. You don't need to modify, we do that on our end, but this is why it's best practice to not put very precise elements too close to the edge. But these are all the conversions. So for example, 16 by 20 inches goes to 40 by 50 centimeters, 12 by 18 inches goes to 30 by 45 centimeters. In Europe, 40 by 50 centimeters, very, very common, not often referred to as 16 by 20 inches. In America, 16 by 20 inches, very, very common, not often referred to as 40 by 50 centimeters. This is why we trim according to the countries, because say customers are buying their own frames separately rather than getting them through PrintShrimp or whatever, they will in Europe be buying a 40 by 50 centimeter frame, and in America they will be buying a 16 by 20 inch frame. So this is why we do it differently between countries. And yeah, this is just best practice. You can as well say you're listing on your posters on Etsy. We go through this once again in our Skool community completely for free. It's good practice to list out both options and specify somewhere, perhaps in your shop description, what will be sent out to what countries. But general rule of thumb, America, inches, Europe and England, centimeters, and A sizes worldwide, but you will see more orders for them from England and Europe. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Once again, check us out in the Skool community for a lot more information.